For it.
And this is where Mom will conduct all of her millions and millions of dollars of real estate business.
The most recent season of TLC's 7 Little Johnstons features many significant life events, such as Liz Johnston, the show's star, moving, renovating her house, and having a baby. The show's season 14 conclusion, which aired on Tuesday, featured Johnston's welcoming of her average-sized daughter, Leighton Bolden, who suffers from achondroplasia dwarfism. Trent and Amber Johnston, Johnston's parents, owned the house in Forsyth, Georgia, where Liz and her boyfriend, Bryce Bolden, also made their home. To make it more comfortable, the house underwent considerable remodeling. According to Johnston, "We are now residing at my parents' house, back in my former bedroom," as Realtor.com reports, and the guest bedroom is now Leighton's nursery. We asked the expectant mother for specifics on the nursery design and her plans to create the barn-dominium of her dreams, since we were excited to learn how Johnston prepared the family home for the newborn. It's important to customize a space to accommodate both small and average-sized persons. She also argues that every homeowner should install a certain bathroom feature that she refers to as life-changing for everyone. I had all the inspiration for Leighton's nursery on a comprehensive Pinterest board before I started designing it. Her dad enjoys hunting and fishing, so we needed to reach a decision that we could both agree on. The pink pastels with a hint of sage green and plenty of flower elements are what we refer to as a cutesy woodland motif. It was enjoyable to work out how to incorporate Dad and Mom's ideas into a wonderful little nursery for Leighton, and it ended out just as we had hoped. It was the first time we had ever seen sinks in the bedrooms when we originally moved into this property. Fortunately, there was a bathroom behind the wall that separated my room from my sister's room, so we could simply switch the sinks in our respective rooms. Having to use the restroom and then leave the room to wash your hands in someone's bedroom was a really strange experience. The bedrooms no longer have sinks, and we now have a bathroom with one. We had originally assumed that we could hang out with Leighton in the nursery, but after seeing how unorganized that was, we completely renovated the guest bedroom to serve as Leighton's nursery. After Leighton entered the scene, my parents made the decision that the guest bedroom would serve as a space for all of our future grandchildren, not just Leighton, as it will be used as a playroom and a place to spend the night. It already has a toddler bed and a crib that I may use for myself and my parents. To be more specific, Bryce and I share my former bedroom where we sleep, similar to a standard bedroom, bed, nightstands, and wardrobe. Luckily for us, Bryce's parents live just 3 homes up, so he can go home, collect his clothing, and return. Being in a scenario where both of our parents are in the same area at this particular moment is really a blessing. This might be referred to as their everlasting home. They made the decision to renovate the kitchen so that it would neither be too small for a little person or too large for a person of normal size. As my folks continue to age, we did lower the counters a little. They made the decision to remove the counters and kitchen cabinets to create a kitchen that they could use without the need for stools, since she wants to live in this property as long as possible. However, we point out to visitors that Bryce and the rest of my mother's family may still use this kitchen since they are all of ordinary height. When my parents formally retire in the near future and decide to relocate to the beach, they want to be able to sell this property, and we can't sell a house with countertops that are 4 feet tall. We thus designed it such that little people could utilize it and average-sized individuals could still use the kitchen countertops and equipment. We are relieved to be free of stools. Fun as well as dangerous were stools. I've come to the conclusion that Leighton's safety is at risk. She'll be old enough to be a bit more steady on her feet, but when Bryce and I do move out, I'll have to go back to stools. Although everyone will find this humorous, one of the most profound suggestions made by any member of my family, in all honesty, is this: bibs, including a bite it in your restrooms. People who are recuperating from operations, C-sections, people in wheelchairs, and people who are just getting older because you eventually reach a point where your range of motion is restricted. That is an amazing characteristic. And as for me, I was recuperating from a C-section myself. The nicest part was that it was difficult to bend after being sliced open. If people had these in their houses, I believe that their properties would be worth more and would be easier for those with disabilities to enter.